To wrap it up, my final thoughts and my review, and my final thoughts, and I'll give my grade for the film, and then I'll get on out of here. But um, yeah, I would say my final thoughts for the film, man. I thought this was a really good looking movie, and it had good action and good emotional beats throughout it. But at the same time, uh, a lot of it just didn't feel uh all that authentic to me. I guess would be the biggest thing in terms of storytelling. Characters made decisions that didn't feel real. The idea for Peter just irrationally run off with the box, behest to Doctor Strange, and for Aunt May to just trust, Doctor, I'm sorry, not Doc, Norman Osborn. So, frivolously, I thought was just ridiculous. And for Peter too, as well. I thought was just kind of a ridiculous plot point. How easily they come up with the cures, how easily, Ned learns how to, use the Doctor Strange magic. I mean, there's a lot of silly stuff like that. But if you can look past that stuff, there's a really fun movie here, and it's definitely one of the best of 2021. And yeah, I will say it was definitely pleasing. I liked the film. And yeah, if I had to grade the film overall, if I had to give it my best thoughts, yeah, I really liked this film. Like I said, action was good, performances were good, visuals were good, for sure. The CG looked fantastic in this movie. So, I mean, there is a lot to like here. And if you're a Spider-Man fan, like I said, you will really appreciate what they do as far as, Tobey and Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. I mean, like I said, that scene with them, before the fight where they're talking about their powers and the webs and all that was really funny. They had some good comedy, and it was cool to see these guys back in the Spider-Man suits again. And it was cool to see this whole reunion and the way they made it all work and make it all make sort of sense. I mean, it made pretty good sense, good enough sense. I'm not going to harp on it too much, and I'm not going to give the movie too much grief. I've seen much worse this year, so. With that being said, if I gotta give this a grade, I'm gonna go Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm gonna go 4.5 out of 5 for this, man. I really like this film a lot. There's a lot to like here. I've said that a few times now, but that's just how I feel about it. There's a lot to like. And John Watts did a really good job. Chris McKenna, Eric Summers, the writers. They had a tough task here to work with. I mean, it's not easy to sit here and bring all of these old characters in, all of these old storylines from films you didn't even make or have anything to do with your studio. Sony did, but not, Marvel, MCU. So it's like, it's crazy to bring all this in and then tie it in with the MCU's storyline and make it all work. And the fact that they were able to, I give them props. Because guess what? They've dropped the ball on other stuff. I mean, Shang-Chi was the film I was most excited for this year, and it was not great. It was fine. I liked it, but I liked this much better. And I wasn't expecting to, at the beginning of the year. So, yeah, I was pleased with this. I really liked it. Step in the right direction for the MCU. This thing's going to make 130 million. I think it can make, I said 125 though. My bet is 125 million. I'm sticking with that. But yeah, 4.5 out of 5 is a fair grade. I couldn't go any higher just because of some of the plot points, especially in the first act. I mean, some of that stuff is just silly. And it separates, it's the little things like that separate a good movie from a great movie. And the 4.5 is a really good grade, though, man. This is a really good film. And I think John Watts did a really good job directing this, making it a fast-paced, easy watch for a 2.5-hour film. And, even though the reveals for Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were a little bit underwhelming, with them just kind of walking through the portals, hey, just close behind me. I was just like, that's kind of stupid, but whatever. Outside of that, I'm done harping on too much of this stuff. I'm getting a little nitpicky, and that's, whatever. It's a review, if you didn't notice. But, yeah. I've said all I need to say. 4.5 out of 5. Check this one out, though. When it comes on Disney Plus, if you haven't, or go check it out in theaters. It's a good experience, and it was cool to see this with a full crowd and get the live reaction. So yeah, thanks. Thanks for watching, everybody, and that's all I've got for this film. I've talked enough about it.